Hey guys, thought we'd do a little bit of work on the Civic here. I noticed my floors were pretty rusty, so I had to cut out a piece, and I think we're going to make a patch here. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about religion and what I like about it. I mean, I do think that religion is mostly bullshit, but this seems to be the only area of life where we can really talk about good and bad and how we should live. So I've been thinking a little bit about this chapter from Matthew, where it says, "You have heard it said that you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you." I like this passage. This could be the essence of Christianity here. But what I don't like about it is that it seems a little too demanding. I mean, it certainly isn't our first instinct to be kind towards people that do us wrong. Consider this response by the Satanic Bible, where it says, "You cannot love everyone. It is ridiculous to think you can. If you love everyone and everything, you lose your natural powers of selection and wind up being a pretty poor judge of character and quality." Now, I admit this is my favorite passage from the Satanic Bible, and I will agree that that it is psychologically impossible to love everyone, especially people who've done wrong to you. But it does seem a little bit too easy. I mean, it's kind of a lazy ethics that you don't need to work on at all. It's just too easy to love only people that are good to you and to never forgive anybody for anything. I think it doesn't really allow any room for growth or development. I did try to look for a clear ethical outline in the Gospel of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, and it does say general things about being kind and tolerant towards each other, but I couldn't see a clear ethical prescription in there. And at first I thought that this was a deficiency, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized that, ethics and good and evil is complicated, and it can't really be summarized in a page or two. So that's actually more like real life. Although I did find this one passage here in the 8 I really rather you didn't. It says, "I'd really rather you didn't indulge in conduct that offends yourself." Now that is interesting. I think that it is rare to find an ethical theory that suggests you have moral duties to your own self. Usually they're just concerned about how you should behave towards others. Contrast this with the biblical prescription that you need to love people even if they've done you wrong. This seems to be a kind of offense towards yourself. So I think that spaghetti monsterism is actually more ethical than the Bible.